Hey, it's your boy Gavin, back with another Pi video. In this video, we're going to just talk about, it's 95 cents. We're going to go up and down. What now? What's going to happen now? So yeah, I'll give you my thoughts on what I'm doing moving forward. So let's roll the intro and let's get in the video. So Pi right now, as I'm making this video, is 95 cents. It's gone up and down. It did go as low as like 86 cents, 80-ish. It's gone back up, then to like over $1.08, and now it's pulled back again to 96. So this is going to be like in my opinion, what's going to happen for the next 6 to 12 months. It's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. I'm just giving you my what I think is going to happen. So I would recommend that you guys that are in Pi, like I still have a big bag of Pi, and I'm basically just going to go, you know what, I'm just going to hold it. But I'm not going to spend every single hour of my day worrying about it. I'm just going to buy it, and I'm just going to hold it, and literally I'm not going to forget about it. I'm always going to check the price, but I'm just not going to put I'll check the price once a day, that's it. I'll probably just click my mining once a day, and that's it. I'm not going to think much more of that, because that's how you have to approach these things. You can't get too emotional about this stuff. This is what happens to all crypto that is not just Pi. Literally every crypto goes through this growing pains period, and that's exactly what's going to happen over the next 12 months. So if you guys that have got Pi and you betting your whole life on it, you put your life savings into it, I think that's a mistake. Because when the expectation, your expectation is not met, and it's likely that it's not, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to get upset, right? See, it's going to do what it's going to do, and it'll go to whatever price it's going to go to when it's ready, not when you're ready. That's just how these cryptos work. They'll do nothing for months and months, maybe even years, and all of a sudden they go bush. Now, there's no guarantee with this stuff, because there's a lot of stuff happening in Pi, domains. There's this new ad network that there's rumors of. I have to look up on that. If you guys know, the ad network would be good, because then you can start buying ads on Pi. That would be awesome, because there's like millions and millions of people. So the thing that they have is millions and millions of eyeballs on it at the moment. But here's the thing: if they don't take care of this community, they are going to literally self-destruct it. Because I'll be the first person to tell you that Pi, their communication is terrible, right? How many videos have they done in the last 5 years? They've done several videos of them showing their face. They're real people, okay? We know who they are. But the communication is really, really poor, right? They need a speaker. They have the money, right? The network is already there. They have, who knows how much they've, probably cashed out for themselves. And you can't say that that's a bad thing, because everyone else is kind of cashed out, right? So they must have, cashed out a little bit of money for themselves. So they have some money, and they've got 20% for the core team. So they have funds there that they can, increase their exposure through the communication. I think this is just really one of the points that they really are lacking in, and that's the communication. They already have millions, tens of millions of people that, love the project, they believe in the project, but every day it's fading because of the communication. They need to get someone that can continually give even weekly live updates on it. That's what they need, right? Because then it'll bring the community together. But this thing is still going to do what it's going to do. One thing that they do have strong is the tech. I think they're just nerds. They're bad on communication, but they're good at building stuff. That's probably their strong point, is they build a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but they don't tell anyone that they're doing it. They just announce it. You know what I mean? So there's good, that's the thing. These projects, there's always something. I want to talk about the market cap. Market cap's going down, and that's normal because it peaked, and that's good. One thing too is the circulating supply is going down. So the supply that is out there, it's going off. It's coming off. So this is actually a good thing. The circulating supply is going out. When you see the circulating supply decrease, that means the number of circulating supply means the number of tokens that are out there that are able to be purchased freely, on the open market. That's what that means. Now it's getting less because remember this was up to nearly 7 billion. Now it's 6.9 billion something. 6.92 something billion it was. Now it's 6.7. So 200 million, or give or take, 200, 150, 80, 180 million have gone. There's only a couple explanations for this. One, that they've burnt it. It's evaporated. So this is not a bad thing. This is a good thing. It's just disappeared, or it's in wallets that can't be retrieved, or whatever, right? It's just gone. And that is not a bad thing. It is actually a good thing because it's all about supply and demand. You want to get the supply out there and you want to keep the demand up, and that's what will push the price up and cause buy pressure. That's how it works. Supply and demand. That's literally the fundamentals and the foundation of tokenomics. Okay, the maximum supply also, obviously we know it's 100 billion, and saying the total supply 10 billion, but the circulating supply is basically 6 billion, and it's decreasing. So it's not a bad thing. But the market cap is down because how we get the market cap is we get the circulating supply, and then you multiply this by the price. So that's pretty accurate, so you get 6.763 billion multiplied by that by 0.94 cents, and that's how you get it. It's almost $1 for $1, right? That's how you figure it out. Very easy. You get the circulating supply, you multiply by the current price, and you get the market cap. So we look at the current market cap of Pi. It is 26. So remember, it got up to as high as 13, 12, and 11, depending on whether you're looking at CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. So now we're looking at it's dropped down to here. Okay. Obviously, it's had a big drop, and the big drop is because of the price. So when this gets back up to $2, then it'll be 6 billion and some change times 2, which will be back up to 12 billion, and then it'll be back up to number 12 or number 11. Right? That's how it works. So I wouldn't be too concerned about where it is. Just be concerned about the price. And Pi domains, they're going to need. That's a good thing as well. I think that's in the process. You're going to need. You want to buy a Pi domain. This is a good initiative, right? You want to buy a Pi domain. You're going to have to pay with Pi, and then you get a Pi domain. So you have to use Pi. Also, this ad network kind of thing coming along. I don't know too much information about that. But then again, that's the problem. There's so much lack of information out there. And obviously, you've seen the post on Facebook, right? Facebook groups, just go in there. People are disgruntled about you're not getting their coins. They're doing the KYC. It's been in limbo forever. So I'm not going to sugarcoat this, right? They've got to really work on their communication. So moving forward, yeah, I've still got a ton of coins. I'm just going to hold them because I know how these things work, right? You hold them, and then 12 months later, things start moving, development starts happening, it gets listed on more exchanges, and all of a sudden it's $2, then it's $3, then it's $4. This is not going to happen overnight, right? Rome wasn't built overnight. It's just going to happen when it happens. It's not going to happen on your schedule. It's not going to happen on my schedule. It's going to happen when it happens. You understand? So, take it with a grain of salt. Just keep your Pi tucked away. If you have Pi, don't put your life savings and sell your last goat on it. Just have it there and just expect this to be a long, slow grind, although it's already been a slow grind, taken 5 years to get to this point. But that's just how it is. it is what it is. All right, let me know your comments below. Obviously, try to keep it positive because you don't want to. You want to know what's happening. You want to know the issues, but you don't want to be badly negative on it, because that's not going to help. It's talking about the issues, addressing the issues, and hopefully the Pi core team can fix some of these issues, because they need to really work on their communication. Alright guys, that's my update on Pi. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates, and I'll see you guys in the next video.